Hi, welcome to a new video dedicated to the last racer from Eachine. This is a Racer 180 and it's probably the first brushless racer from Eachine with some tilting arm capacity. So it means that instead to up tilt the FPV camera here, the arms are self-rotating about their main axis. It means that the main body will stay straight, so no need to tilt the camera. That's a good point. So let's discover all the contents of this new bundle. Here is all the elements of the bundle. First of all, let's have a look to the instruction manual, actually only in English. That's a good point. So you will find on the two first pages the main characteristics. So for example, you know that you have a SP Racing F3 board with 6 degrees of freedom. The battery is a 4S rated 30CS discharge rate and 1100 mAh as capacity. It's announced to have 20 ampere ESC, BLE compatible. We will see, there is probably a nice surprise. And let's continue to the specification. Motors are some 2205 type and announced to be 2300 kV, and in fact it's even a little bit better, it's 2350. The total weight is close to 400 grams. We will check that specifications. The flight time is announced between 10 to 40 minutes. Of course, it's always overestimated, and the camera is a CCD model, no more CMOS, with 1000 TBL of resolution, and you can select either PAL or NTSC format. 4-inch props. So let's discover a little bit more the packaging now included. With that, you have some 4 AA rechargeable NEMH battery for your transmitter. That's a good point to provide such. Here is the battery. Effectively, it's a 1100 mAh, 4S capacity, 30C. Let's give a little bit weight of it. And good, you have a plastic housing to protect your balancer plug when you want to clips it on your charger. 120 grams, and if you want, I can give you the exact size of the reference of the LiPo. So it's 70 by 35 by close 28 millimeters. So pretty small for 4S, not a huge capacity, but there is a lot of room to install a more or larger model. 2 set of props, 4-inch 3 blades. No mention about the pitch. Only blue, so I would prefer maybe to have a different color to differentiate between the front to the rear. You have a set of stickers. It's good, for example, if you want to fly with different pilots, you can clearly identify each of them with the stickers. A bag with some a wrench tool to lock your M5 nuts. Some battery Velcro strap to consolidate the battery installation, an Allen key, and some standoff. Probably to incline a little bit more motors and some piece of foam. I'm not pretty sure of it. You have a cloverleaf antenna, but it's for a reception, so I guess it will be a 4-leaf inside. The priority is probably a right one, and it's in RPEC format. You have a strap to attach your transmitter. A basic charger using balancing plug with basic power units. And you have also a free spare canopy. So white one, and by default it's the blue one which is installed on the quadcopter. You have the basic Eachine i6, which is nothing else than the rebranding of the Fly Sky. So with such model, you know that you cannot enter directly into the setup. You have first to press in both the trim, then press the power button, then you will be able to long press OK to enter into the system. And have a look to the system. You know that it's a firmware 2.0 from Eachine, supporting the FHDS-DUA protocol. So it's a classic protocol for such a radio. Okay, so we will see in 2 instants what are the default settings. Let's have a look now to the main quadcopter, and here is the element. So 4 carbon based. Okay, so a main one with all the elements are okay. 2 mm of thickness. Okay, everywhere is 2 mm. Even here, I would say the more fragile part is this one. It's the plate welcoming the motors, and it's only 2 mm. Okay, it's rather short, but it's only 2 mm. Maybe a 3 mm would have been a better choice. Okay, because if it's your quadcopter is crashing in directly on the arms, it could be problematic. Okay, but the good news, you can really easily change this plate for a new one. Just 1 to 4 X screws to remove. You have the Allen keys in the bag, so no problem with it. So look at this new system, and you can see you have for the 2 main axis arms are tilting according to the orientation of your movement, and this big servo motors here is powering and tilting the motor. So no indication about the servo motors, but you have here, so you have one unique arm, okay, consolidate with this metal bar. And stabiness, you have the receiver with diversity antenna, so the antenna will be positioned more or less vertically on front. That's a good point. And if we return to the tilting, you have some both side of the you have some ball bearings. Okay, so regularly please inject a drop of silicone oil. Okay, it will always help a bit. So the structure sounds pretty solid. Okay, the big question is on this part, but as you can see, I hope you will be able to see, you have the arm here, rounded circular one, sounds to be also maybe of 2 mm of, yes, maybe a little bit less of thickness, but thanks to this circular circle form, it should be a little bit more stronger. Okay, the arm are rather short, so it should improve the general solidity. On the bottom side, we can guess all the electronic. On front, we have the flying controlling board, and here on the just beneath the top canopy carbon plate, we have all the 4-in-1 ESC system. And stand on the rear, we have the video transmitter and XT60 connector. So let's a little bit unclips the O-rings locking the upper canopy parts. Okay, and we can raise it a bit, and we have all the room available to install the default LiPo. As you can see, we have a lot of room, so you can probably very easily install a longer one, no problem. We have at least close to 3 centimeters left. That's a good point. It's better to attach the Velcro, to tape the Velcro band provided in this packaging to secure considerably the battery installations. On the left side, and in fact on the right too, we have some bar of LEDs connected via a connector for the light. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure these lights are configurable through CleanFlight. In fact, the option is not turned on, so probably not. Okay. On the left side, you can find here the micro USB port of the SPI Racing, as well as probably the receiver connection in PWM. Unfortunately, no PPM or S-bus connection for this receiver. Okay, so we can guess here the PPM connection. I hope you can see there is all the servo going here for the PWM connection. Okay, at least the stick channel should be here. What we can say more, on the front of it, we can completely remove the canopy, the second rows of rings, but we have the FPV camera, which is a CCD model, and you have a tiny switch. I hope you will be able to see. Okay, install here. You have a tiny switch to turn PAL or NTSC format on the top of the camera. So be aware when we lock the canopy to not cut the 2.4 GHz antennas associated with the flycam receiver. Let's give a look to the total weight. Okay, so now it's including the battery. Okay, I will incline the motors to install horizontally, and this machine already reached 133 grams, and we have to add the antennas. Okay, and also for props. So you can see that you can guess that the total weight will be quite important. So it should reach more than, okay, it will slide, so it won't so convenient to attach, but you can guess more than close to 460 grams. Okay, so the pitch of the props is written on the top of it, and there are 45 to be more precise, and this machine reached exactly 561 grams, so it's quite heavy, and luckily it's coming directly in 4S configuration. Okay, despite we have strong 2205 motors. Okay, so the diameter is 5 millimeters. Okay, classic with some stop nuts, okay, to secure completely the prop installation. Good news are there is a built-in buzzer, okay, indicating the activity or the inactivity of your machine. As soon as, for example, there is no received signal from your transmitter, this machine will start to buzz. It's a very good situation if you lose it into the high grass or something like this to localize your machine. I can give you an idea of the lights. Okay, be sure to secure the antenna, and we can see the 2 rows of white LEDs. As I said, when the transmitter is off, you have this buzzing. Okay, so it's a good news for safety. Okay, I will unlock. So by default, the flying controlling board come with the Clean Flight 1.13 versions. Okay, so obviously if you prefer to install Betaflight, it's normal. So I will give now the default settings of Clean Flight. Okay, but before I want to show you the default configuration of your transmitter, so and check if some special assignment have been done or setting have been done. So to enter into the menu, you have to inner press the lateral trim, power the machine, long press on OK, and for example, in terms of the fail-safe of the transmitter, the fail-safe of the channel 3 associated with throttle is not done. So how to do it? Okay, you have to turn on it. Okay, apply the value you want to apply, so 0% throttle, and long press cancel to save the value. We can, for example, check the setup system, and let's check the display. For channel, yes, at least for channel 6 and 5, we have the right switch B and switch C, which is a good point. So no need to perform any adjustment. We can, for example, for beginners, at least apply the dual rate on the switch A. How to proceed? Okay, we have to select the rate of the channel 1. Okay, by pressing OK, and decrease this value to, for example, 70%. Okay, and select now the channel 2, okay, and do the same and decrease its value to 70%. Okay, and long press cancel. We won't apply it on the channel 4 on the yard direction, okay, just for the forward and left and right movement. Long press cancel to save. Okay, now the dry rate is down. Okay, so most of the job is done. If you want, you can activate the harming or the threshold hold on switch D. It's up to you, but usually it's preferred to assign in clean flight the harming switch here. Okay, so now have a look to the default configuration of clean flight.